Hi gang, Jeff McAleer again, and this time around I'm taking a look at Pax Baltica, Great Northern War 1700 to 1721 from GMT Games. It's designed by Stefan Ekstrom and Goran Bjorkman, and I'm sure I probably mispronounced their names as usual. This is a title I was really looking forward to taking a peek at because when it came out originally in 2009 from Three Crowns Game Productions, which is out of Sweden, it was very, very well received and its limited print run ran out. So this is the same game, a little bit of a reimagining or upgrade in the components as far as I understand, so it's getting the GMT treatment. Pax Baltica is a grand strategy game covering the entire Great Northern War, and it recreates the intriguing conflict that's often considered a sideshow of the War of Spanish Succession. Yet, the reality is the conflict probably had a much greater impact on Europe's political, cultural, and social developments than the War of Spanish Succession actually did. This is very likely the first board game that covers the entire Great Northern War. And there's 5 different scenarios with varying playing time of 2 to 8 hours, depending on which scenario you're playing. The units in the game are colored wooden blocks, so you have a lot of flexibility in gameplay, and of course, the fog of war by using those blocks. The game is for 2 players, and it carries a manufactured retail price of $55. So let's take a look to see what's in the box of Pax Baltica. And I will point out I have taken the shrink off because I'm picking up a little more glare than I'm used to where I'm shooting today. So I haven't seen what's in the box yet. I've just taken the plastic off. So of course we've got the various wooden blocks. And it looks like there's green, blue, red, yellow, gray. Some are larger, some are very small squares, and it looks like some are rectangular. Maybe not, just squares and little blocks. Handful of dice in green and blue. Of course, we've got the baggies GMT likes to include all the time for the counters. And the packing slip, signed by Anthony. I'm going to take a wild guess this might be Tony Curtis who signed that. We have the rule book. The rule book seems pretty light. So let's take a look here. Looks like a grand total of 16 pages. Starting with an overview of the rules. Discussion about the map. How to set up the blocks, actions that are allowable, movement, battle, always got to have a way to resolve the battles, sieges, foraging, replacements, fleets, politics, various nations, Sweden, Russia, Saxony, Denmark, Poland, the Ottoman Empire, Prussia, my gosh, there's loads of them. Great Britain. And then the back page shows the various different events. Then there are special rules for the Great Northern War here for Pax Baltica. So it's explaining exactly what the various countries' special abilities might be. So there's 2 sheets of those. Then we have the stickers. And of course, with the block games that you'll play, if you're not familiar with them, you'll tend to rotate the blocks as you take damage, and you'll notice they show step reductions here. Then we have the map. It's thin cardboard gosh. That is a good sized map, that is for sure. Zoom back out. Get a better look. Of course, color-coded countries. And then there's tracking information along the map as well as the bottom. Move this out of the way. And then there's the playbook. And as I always mention, I love the GMT playbooks because they give you a lot of inside information about not only playing the game, but the historical situation as well. So let's take a look to see what the playbook has in store for us. There's various different scenarios. As I'd mentioned previously, there's 5 different scenarios. So it discusses the setup. It's like quite a bit of artwork and illustrations as well. So running through all of this. The historical background of the war. Looks like probably from the viewpoint of the various different protagonists. And talking year by year what was going on. Quite a lot of info packed in here. Then we've got the designer notes down here. And developers notes as well. Some player notes. And then a gazetteer. So we've got 36 pages in the playbook. About twice as many as, in fact, more than twice as many as in the rule book itself. So there you've got what's in the box for Pax Baltica. And stay tuned because, as I said, this is a title I really was looking forward to getting my hands on, and I will have a review of it in the very near future. Once again, this is Jeff McAleer. Thanks for stopping by, and be sure to swing by thegaminggang.com for all your latest news, reviews, and opinion regarding the tabletop gaming world and so much more. Thanks a lot.